Welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Cameron Frazier from Becoming Collegiate Academy. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
All right, so we were talking offset. You have done some really amazing things for the local Jacksonville community, and those things are simply you're starting a school.
I am starting a public charter school, Becoming Collegiate Academy.
Right. So when we talked, I was like, what are you going to do today? I don't know. I'm going to start a school. Tell us a little bit about how this became from you as a human being to now you as a school.
Yeah. I've always set out to create a space for students to belong. And Becoming Collegiate Academy is a place for not only for our students to belong, for our community to belong, our families to belong. It's a space that propels our students to, motivates them to push forward. I've been in education for over a decade now. I started my career as a public school teacher in the neighborhood where I grew up. I've learned a lot. I grew a lot. I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and worked there for a couple of years and saw what was possible. And we're bringing it back to Jacksonville, and belonging is the key part of it.
So when you say belonging, so I go to school and, I can't wait to get out.
Yeah.
What is different about what you're trying to do at this charter school that has shown such a need for the community and how you're filling that need?
Yeah. So I always go back to a quote by Nina Simone. She says, my job is to inspire them to know where they come from and who they are and to bring that out. And that what propels me to propel them by any means necessary. And that's what propels me to propel our kids by any means necessary. And we do so through focusing in on historically Black colleges and universities, because that model, at its essence, an HBCU is a place to belong, right? Like if you talk to any HBCU alum, the first thing they tell you is, I felt like I was supposed to be there. I felt seen. I felt safe.
Sure.
And we want to create that same feeling for our kids. In our community, there's a need in every community to belong, but especially in the North Jacksonville community.
I can understand.
As a student who, I grew up my parents are educated in North Jacksonville. I'm a product of public schools and graduated from school in North Jacksonville. I taught on the east side of Jacksonville in a neighboring community of North Jacksonville. So I've seen the need for our students and experienced it myself. And it's all about creating, filling that gap for the next generation so that they can go out and do the things that they believe that we believe that are possible for them.
Yeah, so I can appreciate that. One of my best friends, who also happens to be African American, went to a not historically Black college and went to one that was actually quite the opposite way. So I understand what the experience that would maybe not have been had, but the experience that has for people to feel comfortable as they're going to school. So how did this idea? Like, how do you open up a school? Like, wait, what are you doing today? I'm just going to open up school.
Yeah.
How's it work?
Well, we had to first the vision. The vision came to me, and I believe I'm walking in my purpose. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity to do so, to wake up every day knowing that I'm walking in my purpose. We, assembled a board. I have an amazing board of directors who are behind me 110%, helping me every single day make this dream become a reality. We wrote a strong charter to Duval County Public Schools. We're a public charter school. Our charter was approved, and we've had to raise money, build community, and just get the word out about the great work that we're doing. I was fortunate enough to be a part of a program that trained myself and 6 other leaders in Memphis, Tennessee in 2019 called the Freedom Fellows Institute. And that program actually provided for me the framework to do the work that I'm doing. And we saw a lot of schools across the country. In my previous work in Nashville, I saw a lot of schools across the country just to refine the model and understand what excellent means in education. And now it's just bringing it to Jacksonville.
And you guys are going to be opening up, you said it's a K through 5.
Yep.
Starting with K.
Started with K1.
K1, there's two different kinds of Ks?
Kindergarten and first grade.
Okay, K1, got it. So K1, and then you're going to add 2, 3, 4, 5 as years go by. But you're starting your first students fall of 2022.
Yeah.
So there's so much we could go through and just continue to talk through. If people want to find out more, how do they connect to you? What is the website, Facebook? What's the best way to connect?
Yeah, Becoming Collegiate Academy. Our website is www.becomingschools.org. I'm going to say it again, www.becomingschools.org. And our Facebook page is Becoming Collegiate Academy. If you type in Becoming, I'm pretty sure we'll pop up. Our logo is very distinct. It's a bear. We are the Brown Bears.
Which is the thing. I was going to ask the question. So, okay. So, but as we come out, something it's interesting. So a lot of times when people open up a business, there's a lot of folks, and you had a really great quote earlier in the segment, a lot of folks decide to get a little bit full of themselves, but you seem to maintain your humility as a compliment to you. So as you had a great quote, I've got one for you by a gentleman called Rudyard Kipling, who also wrote the Jungle Book, but one of his most famous poems is the word if. And if you recall the end of it, right? If you can walk with kings but maintain a common touch, the world is all the world and all of inside of it is yours, my son. Which I'm sure you're not my son, but that's awesome. So thank you so much for joining us, for what you're doing for the community, but really, the fact that you're staying humble and helping people is amazing. So thanks for coming.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Guys, thanks for joining us on the Jacksonville Buzz. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.